Since its launch just a few short months ago, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 has made its mark on the gaming world. The game has attracted a rabid fanbase with its fast-paced gameplay, emphasis on tactical strategy, and of course its unabashed depictions of good old-fashioned blood and guts. And as you can imagine, this type of game attracts a class of players that's, well, different than the 9-year-olds begging to face off against everyone in Fortnite's playground mode. Hi, I'm Alphalance with the Leaderboard, and today we want to introduce you to 9 players you meet in Black Ops 4. You know them, you play with them, and if you don't, you probably are one of them. Number 1. The Sniper Wannabe. The Sniper Wannabe always thinks they can grab that quickscope, only to shoot at an enemy 5 times in a row, missing every time. All they accomplish is giving away their entire team's location. No big deal. The Eternal Optimist, this player is always seriously overconfident in their aiming abilities and is willing to sacrifice the win for that one epic headshot, if they could just land it. But if they did, they'd land on the front page of Reddit. We're rooting for you, Snipes. We truly are. We know that one day you're finally going to get that headshot that you've talked about for months or even years. Who cares if you took down a player who obviously glitched out and got stuck, or put their controller down, or was AFK, or just farming AFK drops. You're going to clip that shot anyways. With some editing magic, no one will know that player you finally picked off hasn't moved for like 10 seconds. Here's the thing though, Sniper Wannabe. If you can't even get headshots with an AR, you're definitely not ready for that sniper. We encourage you to hone your gameplay, practice a bit, and get, better at aiming. But yeah, you're running to the sniper rifle already. I can see you there. And you know what? It's okay, Snipes. Never stop dreaming. We'll always support you. Here, far, wherever you are, and I know that my heart will go on. Number 2, Support Man. But let's leave the true support to the support man. We can all appreciate this not all heroes wear capes archetype of the Black Ops 4 universe. Their skills aren't quite on point, but at least they own up to their mistakes. Even when they accidentally blow themselves up with a grenade launcher, their teammates respect their fierce loyalty. They feel strongly compelled to do something, anything to contribute to the team, even at the expense of their own life. And for that, we salute you. Support Man's not going for achievements. They don't need notoriety. All they know is that with an extremely specific weapon combo and loadout, they can make that single play that will leave you impressed. At least until you notice their abysmal KDR, but that's besides the point. You can almost hear them on the mics blatantly sharing their weaknesses, but trudging on with no F's given. The only thing I know how to do is to shoot down those UAVs, and damn it, I'm gonna do a good job doing it. And if they die, it's all okay, because they probably went down in a blaze of glory, if mediocre glory. They're like the Leroy Jenkins of a new era. It's like Icarus, who only learned his lesson after flying too close to the sun. Plus, losing them isn't that big of a deal because, he's just support man. Number 3, the Chauffeur. The Chauffeur knows every Blackout chopper spawn point and always volunteers, or rather demands, to take the driver's seat. But hey, we're grateful to have them behind the wheel. This kid's like Baby Driver. Baby Driver was a socially anxious 12-year-old in Montana who gets a little too excited over video game aircraft. And we get it, most of us will never get the opportunity to fly a helicopter in real life, but that also means that none of us will ever get the chance to crash a helicopter in real life. An accomplishment I will happily continue to keep holding in my lifetime. Judging by the Chauffeur's perchance for recklessness, they would crash at least once if they ever helmed an actual helicopter. You may have met the Chauffeur before. Tell me if this scenario sounds familiar. You're riding in a helicopter, the pilot is flying towards a cliff. You're thinking, alright, they'll get out of the way, they're just stunting. They wouldn't try to pull this off if they couldn't. Everything's going to be kaboom. Thanks for nothing, Chauffeur. Just clip it and add it to your Call of Duty fail compilation. At least share it with me when you post it. Fortunately, whenever this person isn't leading their entire squad towards certain death, they're doing a pretty good job swooping in to rescue their teammates at the right place and at the right time. Number 4, the Super Tryhard. The Call of Duty franchise attracts a type of relentless personality who seems to think every game is a professional esports qualifier. Sorry dude, there's no money on the line in this public match. Your unbelievable trick shots mean nothing in this matchup with a bunch of randoms. Sure, every game has tryhards, but Black Ops 4 has a different breed of tryhards. The Super Tryhards. This is the video game equivalent of the pet turtle that stepped in sewer goo to become a charged up blade-wielding pizza-devouring ninja turtle. That's how super the Super Tryhard is. The Super Tryhard has your moves planned 3 steps ahead of you before you even thought about them. They're the wolves stalking a herd of lambs, popping up out of nowhere. Any interaction with them is certain to end up in bloodshed. Yours specifically. Now, we have no problem with people who work hard to hone their gameplay, sure, but playing alongside the super tryhard can remind you of your overzealous grade school soccer coach who once suggested your parents got divorced because you couldn't score a goal. I mean, we've all been there, right? Once the tryhard morphs into the super tryhard, there may be no coming back from this level of intensity. Sure, the super tryhard is the best player on the team. We're not going to deny that, but does he really have to go so hard? Super tryhard, do you really have to serpentine to avoid getting sniped even when you could just go to full cover? Do you really have to demand that your teammates give you their best gear when you've already got a superior loadout? Do you really have to slide through the cornfield in Blackout even though there's only 4 other players left in the game and 3 of them are the rest of your squad? Of course, we're probably just jealous of this player, sure, because they do have really awesome skills, but save some wins for the rest of us, okay? At least allow me to get a victory royale now to make up for all the goals I couldn't get back in grade school. Number 5, the highlight maker. The highlight maker is like your friend who always has that perfect curated Instagram feed. And there's no way she can be on a private beach in Greece that often. This is the person who appears out of nowhere, blasting 2 players at once with a grenade before shotgunning a third. Then to top it all off, they shoot down a helicopter for the win. Sure, it's impressive, but you didn't see the 300 times they tried this same series of moves and immediately died. The problem with the highlight maker is that this person makes you think they're actually pretty good. The truth is that their entire essence relies on working super hard to have a single clip worthy of sharing with their friends. It's an endless chase for more social clout, in Black Ops 4 at least. Even if they don't have a clip, this player loves to talk about all their amazing plays that they were almost successful on. They're like your uncle who always talks about how he was just one good play away from getting drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. And if that he had been drafted by the Dallas Cowboys, he totally would have introduced you to the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. You almost no-scope that guy from across the map? I mean, yeah, that would have been awesome, especially if your teammates hadn't been ambushed into oblivion at the same time you were trying to pull off this stunt. You almost took down a helicopter with a single grenade. I mean, frankly, I don't even know if that's possible, but alright, that would be cool. Personally, though, we're done playing with the highlight maker. We can check out all those hot moves on the highlight reel anyways, and they'll inevitably be spamming us hey, come on, share, comment, and subscribe on this. So, if you are a playmaker, we do have a channel for that, so, we got you. Number 6, the FORTNITE TRANSPLANT. Love the Battle Royale format, but moved on from Fortnite? Well, good thing you found Blackout Transplant. You don't mind having to shell out a few bucks as long as you don't have to see another goddamn loot llama for the rest of your life. But one thing this person hasn't counted on is the vastly different gameplay dynamics between Black Ops 4 and Fortnite. Sure, there's still the shooting people in the head thing and hiding behind cover, but not only do they have to learn new guns, but they also have to learn the best attachments. They gotta learn to fight from a first-person perspective, and now it's a very different, more fast-paced shooting thing that's not just loot and kind of do story missions while also simultaneously trying to fight for your life. Through all the culture shock, the Transplant has given up everything they know to enter a brave new world. Forget about maxing out mats, they've got perks to learn, thank you very much. And if that sounds tough, just wait until they find out about prestige. We get it, Transplant. You're trying to build, but you're just crouching in the corner. You're trying to organize your weapons, but you haven't quite figured out how this damn weapon screen works yet, huh? Your KD might suck right now, but you keep on hanging in there because you know you're in new territory here. And you once sucked at Fortnite too. And it took you nearly a year to finally get good at building, right? Transplant, we commend you for your honorable choice to trade in the pickaxe for the tomahawk. And even if you're only around until something new comes on, we welcome you. Welcome to your temporary home. Number 7, the Challenge Chaser. We also have to commend the Challenge Chaser. This person knows their place in the world. They're a self-proclaimed no-lifer. They run the community Discord and will dedicate days to analyzing patch releases and grinding for challenge-based unlocks, and maybe even sharing their knowledge with the world so that way you can follow in their footsteps. If they had to choose between playing Black Ops 4 or witnessing the birth of their child, they would have an existential crisis. The Challenge Chaser would have to carefully analyze and rethink their priorities and would probably still choose Black Ops. Fueled by a steady diet of Monster energy drinks and whatever new is on Uber Eats, this person hasn't slept since the Blackout beta. Inspecting this person's stats instills genuine fear in other players, whether it be hours played, kill death ratio, or just gamer score. The Challenge Chaser isn't your typical completionist. They're going full throttle for top scores, secret unlocks, and nearly untouchable content. They got dark matter out the gate and have already unlocked everything possible in multiplayer. 5th prestige is for noobs. This person's already working on maxing out master prestige. This challenge chaser will do anything for that blast of dopamine that comes from reaching a new milestone, and the sound of that bing of an achievement is just like ecstasy. Seriously, they would sell their own kidney if it unlocked additional in-game rewards. This player is great, as long as they're on your team, because if they're on the other team, forget it. You're just going to be a victim in whatever massive slaughter they need in order to complete the next challenge and continue that level up drive. Number 8, the Battle Royale Cadet. A COD loyalist, this player didn't buy into Fortnite hype or even into the PUBG hype before it. Their Reddit history is filled with comments loudly proclaiming that Battle Royale games are just a fad. Yet, here they are, dropping into Nuketown to see if everything they've learned from bashing heads in Black Ops 4 multiplayer will help them in Battle Royale. Pro tip, it probably won't. As much as they claim to hate looting and as much as they miss instantly respawning, they find themselves pondering, maybe there's something more to my gaming life than getting the most kills in a match. Remember, Cadet, that's still pretty damn important, but still, maybe there's something bigger worth fighting for. Maybe outliving 99 competitors is a noble cause after all, instead of just being the first to get to 25 kills. Maybe someday, the Cadet can finally stand in the limelight and celebrate a Blackout victory, a hero among heroes. But until then, they'll keep gunning for those high kill games in multiplayer, and that's fine. We understand they're not quite ready to identify as a Battle Royale player. When they finally accept themselves for who they are, we'll be there to celebrate and welcome them with open arms. We're so proud of you, Battle Royale Cadet. It's like baby's first Battle Royale. He has all those attachments. So much ahead of him. Number 9, the Rogue Agent. Look, the Rogue Agent might sound like it's a good thing, but obviously it's not. It's more like a wanderer or a nomad. Obviously they know how to play the game, but for some reason they always manage to wander as far from the rest of their squad as possible at every given opportunity. It's as if they were trying to get a good angle or thought the team went in a different direction, which could explain it if they did it once or twice every now and again, but they seem to do it every time, as if they're trying to avoid me, and I already have that fear with my own friends in real life, then again my video game companions. Rogue Agent, there are thousands of open world games out there for you to play. You can always explore Hyrule in Breath of the Wild, or crash motorcycles in Grand Theft Auto 5 online, or now there's Red Dead Redemption. You can be a cowboy and ride off into the sunset. But COD is not one of these games, okay? We fully understand your impulse to explore in Blackout, fine. You keep grabbing loot, but that level 2 armor isn't going to help you when you can't even make it back to the circle in time. Just because there's another house in the distance to check out doesn't mean you should. Leave your teammates behind just to find a moderately better scope? Not really a good trade-off. We know you know the rules, Rogue Agent. Now start playing like it. And that wraps up our 9 players you meet in Black Ops 4. Who are some other players that you always meet in Black Ops 4 that maybe we missed? Tell us more in the comments below. Once again, my name is Alpha Lance, and I just want to say thanks for watching and subscribe to The Leaderboard, your home for video game facts.